I mainly needed to refresh my beer. Damn, dude. Bitcoin crashed to a 52-week low. That means an all-time, all-year low, and now it's up 5% in the last hour. Make sure you like the stream. I just needed to refresh myself. I got a little fired up. Yeah, I guess you could call it open world, but this shit is Dark Souls, which is a bit upsetting. Dark Souls, Dead Souls. I found Thomas Elwood's fucking hint. Second floor, why can't we access it? Who the hell was that?
If only there were more of us, with less resignation and more determination.
I know I can count on you.
Pushing yourself too hard.
It's safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
There you are.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here. and just be forgotten.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hint failed. What the fuck, man? Go back, dude. You can't go back.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
How did I
I
fail
wasn't
the
disfigured
fucking
by any
hint?
German shells.
What?
It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Dude, what the fuck, dude? Failed the hint?
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fuck on sideways, dude. God damn, dude.
It's here again.
So there's no going back, huh? Shit on a fucking stick, dude.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Fuck off.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wood and nails, not flesh and bones.
Is there anything else that's bothering you?
Ship time.
Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Yes, this is how we trade blood for XP. Who's this unknown man and why can't I talk to him, damn it?
Good evening, sir.
I said I'd come back to you.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Where's my tab cartridge? What the fuck, dude? Ah! Ah! Ah, there it is. Shit.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She's the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever met. A clever and cheerful one.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Okay, sorry about that.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Gwyneth Brannigan is overqualified as a nurse. Cochrane's medical error cost Mr. Connor his life. Tell me about your medical error.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
Who was he?
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Well, I don't want to fail the fucking hint.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
Yep, I could have gone without asking that.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that cabin further.
The daily routine.
I cannot enter.
Where's this lady that they speak of?
I will not let you down, my boy.
Well, I don't know where she is.
On every street corner. The daily routine.
It's locked.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
It may seem strange, your worship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accept. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Oh, it's gonna get choppy, folks. Hang on. The rare species of vampire. Oh, you got all sorts of shit in here, huh, dude? Huh. New hint available. His medical skills have been questioned in the past. Ah, yes, we're close on you, boy. Yes, we're gonna harvest you. We're gonna harvest you. Oh, this old bitch. Oh, wait, what? He has, like, 5 hints? I guess it's okay to fail on one. So, once that bar gets to the top, is that full? Because, look, that's almost full, and there's 3 more hints, bruh. We're gonna harvest you. Ooh, 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 ooh. Blood quality. What were we doing? I totally forgot. Oh, stealing shit from you, that's right. Oh. Not yet. Oh. 6,000 XP, dude? That's the max, bruh? He's the pillar. I'm not gonna kill the pillar yet, just yet. He's also like the quest guide, so I don't want to fuck the story up. Hey, oi, get me out of here! Just gonna steal all your shit. Alright, I think I got it all. Now you can get back to fapping, dude. When we first saw him, he was like, "Don't come in here." Where's Strickland, damn it?
Oh, God.
Why is that girl in a room alone?
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Maybe.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Oh, your face reminds me of
You
the
seem
farms.
surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night. Before vanishing into the night.
Shit.
I remember with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Pardon my boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by
Chip
your
time,
thirst for
chip
blood.
time, chip
But
time.
the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Eating. Speaking of eating, if you have any chips at home, join me with eating. Chips, chips, chip time. I turn off my mic so that you can not be annoyed by it.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
And we're back. Please continue.
Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
Excuse my impertinence, your ladyship. This is not an interrogation. I assure you that this line of questioning is in your best interest.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Can I talk to this man now?
Is our little mystery closer to being solved,
No,
Dr.
fuck
Reed?
off.
I
Get
think
out
of
of here.
nothing else, my lady.
My situation is delicate, and it occupies all my thoughts. The blackmail must
Got
stop.
it.
I need assurance.
Goodbye.
The patients are not fools. They know we are overwhelmed.
Where's that little Strickland bitch? Strickland. Strickland, you little saucy sausage. 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 Oh, there he is. I know more about you, boy.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Have you heard any talk of blackmail going on in the hospital?
If you're running some official inquiry, you had better question the patients. They know more than the staff, especially old Miss Jones.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly.
I coughed.
I'm convinced your
I
blood
choked.
transfusion technique...
Oh, here
What is
comes
it
the
you
cat.
really want?
Oh,
To
never
save
mind.
him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think
Are you
keeping his
quiet
distance
down
was a
back there?
mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Tell me, Thoreau, What's the real cause of your dislike for Dr. Ackroyd?
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
Oh shit. 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 Oh shit.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Oh, we're learning things. Come here, you little bitch. Where is he? There he is. Oh, cat, you're leaning on my lungs, dude. Oh, thank God. She moved her foot.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Have you heard talk of any blackmail here at the hospital?
No, nothing.
Tell me about your injury.
Tell me.
Why do you feel so guilty?
Tell me about
My
your
wife died
injury.
because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
Harvey's wife died during the war.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Whoa.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
My sweet girl.
Ah,
Treats me like a book.
fuck, dude, I can't kill him, dude. Shit, dude, I can't kill him. Fuck, he's a single dad, dude. I can't fucking kill him. I'll kill a single mom. Dude, I'll kill a single mom in a heartbeat. Those kids will be fine. But a single dad, those kids are already rough. Ah! Daddy will go out of the hospital as soon as the doctors fix his arm. Go see Mr. Chadwick at the construction site. Go see him and ask him for a few bob. Oh man.
I will not let you
Can't
down,
kill
boy.
him. For sure can't kill him. That's why the XP is so low. Oh, he's at 1,000 now. Well, we're not gonna kill him.
You always knew the words to calm me.
Dude, what are these trophies like? Let's check them out. Save this poor plant with water. There's so many hidden trophies that I'm guessing has to do with killing people. What? What just happened?
Good evening.
They're scrambling.
I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No,
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Check the medical status. Healing a status citizen will increase his blood quality.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
I've got medicine for you.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
He's recovering.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful, I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
This creepy bitch.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Sneeze.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Understandable.
Have you heard rumors of blackmail going on in this hospital?
Dr. Reed, are you trying to take advantage of me?
Of course not, Mrs. Goswick. I'm just curious.
Well, go be curious somewhere else, please.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
So, I still haven't found this strange woman. Pippa, I've learned some dirt on you, bitch. Potato blood, dude. That's what I fucking want, dude. That's some salty potatoes, dude. Sounds like it'd be spicy, too. Throw some hot sauce on it. Nice, tasty blood. There she is.
Daily routine.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man.
Tell me your
If you want to
answer.
report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Just
he worth
wants
the risk?
black
Hey,
dick.
I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings within the hospital?
I don't have time for such nonsense, Doctor. I've work to do.
Blackmail is a serious matter, Nurse Hawkins.
Everything is serious around here, Dr. Reed. Starting with patients who need me.
Oh, you seem a little bit nervous, bitch. I got you
If you have
fucking
something in mind,
pinned.
just speak up, Doctor. Otherwise, stop breathing down my neck.
Yeah, I got something fucking in mind. You bitch, why can't I fucking do this shit? Whoa, 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 dude. Hang on, back it up.